How often do we wake up feeling truly in control of our lives? Each morning, we open our eyes to a world filled with challenges, distractions, and uncertainties. For many, the day begins with stress, rushing through routines, responding to demands, and feeling like life is happening to them, rather than being actively shaped by them. But what if I told you that every day presents a choice to rise stronger, to take ownership, and to live with purpose? The ancient Stoics believed that true strength comes not from external success, but from inner mastery, the ability to control our thoughts, emotions, and actions regardless of external circumstances. They left behind timeless principles, ones that have guided warriors, leaders, and thinkers for centuries. And today, they can guide you. In this video, I'll share 9 powerful Stoic reminders, principles that will redefine the way you think, act, and grow. These aren't just abstract ideas. They are daily tools designed to sharpen your mind, fortify your spirit, and empower you to take control of your destiny. If you seek clarity, resilience, and strength, stay with me until the end. Because by the time we're done, you'll have the mental armor to approach each day with unwavering purpose. 1. I am capable. Your biggest enemy isn't the world, it's self-doubt. Every day we are bombarded with messages that tell us we're not good enough, not smart enough, not strong enough. Society sets impossible standards, and social media amplifies the illusion that everyone else has it all figured out. But the truth is, your belief in yourself is the single most powerful factor that determines your success. The Stoics understood this well. They believed that your perception defines your experience. If you see yourself as weak or incapable, you will find evidence to support that belief. But if you choose to see yourself as strong and capable, your mind will start looking for proof of that instead. You control the narrative. This isn't about arrogance or blind optimism. It's about recognizing your own resilience. Think back to times when you faced obstacles. Maybe you overcame a personal challenge, solved a problem at work, or simply got through a difficult day. The fact that you're still here, still fighting, is proof that you are capable. A simple, daily practice. Each morning before you step into the chaos of the world, take a moment to list 3 things you've already overcome. They don't have to be huge accomplishments. Even small victories matter. Did you push through exhaustion yesterday to get something done? Did you have a difficult conversation that required courage? Did you stick to a commitment, even when it was inconvenient? By doing this simple exercise, you reprogram your brain to focus on your strengths rather than your shortcomings. You start the day not with doubt but with confidence, because the truth is you are far more capable than you think. 2. I shape my reality. The way you interpret the world dictates how you live in it. 2 people can experience the same event. One sees it as a catastrophe, while the other sees it as an opportunity. The difference? Mindset. It's not the event itself that determines your experience, but the way you frame it. The Stoics understood this deeply. They taught that external events don't control us. Our response to them does. You can't always dictate what happens to you, but you can control how you respond. This is the difference between being passive and being proactive, between being at the mercy of circumstances and shaping your own reality. Far too often, we react to life. We let bad news ruin our mood, let other people's negativity drain our energy, and let fear stop us from taking action. But the moment you realize that you are in control of your perspective, everything changes. Instead of reacting, you start creating. A shift in perspective Instead of asking, "Why is this happening?" to me, ask, "How can I shape this into something meaningful?" If you face a setback, is it a sign to improve, adapt, or grow? If someone criticizes you, can you extract useful feedback instead of feeling attacked? If plans fall apart, can you see it as an opportunity to pivot toward something even better? This mindset shift is life-changing. It transforms obstacles into stepping stones, failures into lessons, and struggles into sources of strength. Each action, choice, and habit you cultivate today is shaping the reality you'll live in tomorrow. So choose wisely. 3. My path is clear. Every day we carry unnecessary weight, regrets from the past, doubts about the future, and comparisons that make us feel like we are falling behind. This mental clutter clouds our vision, making it difficult to see what truly matters. The Stoics knew that clarity is not something you stumble upon. It is something you create. It comes from cutting through the noise, letting go of distractions, and anchoring yourself in purpose. When you eliminate what does not serve you, your path becomes clearer. Not because life gets easier, but because you are no longer wasting energy on things that do not matter. How often do we hesitate, afraid of making the wrong choice? We overanalyze, seek endless opinions, and let self-doubt keep us paralyzed. But here's the truth. Clarity does not come from waiting. It comes from committing to a direction. Once you decide to move forward with conviction, uncertainty fades, and momentum builds. A simple question for instant clarity. Before making any decision, big or small, ask yourself, does this bring me closer to who I want to be? Does scrolling endlessly on your phone serve your goals? Does holding on to resentment make you stronger? Does saying yes to something that drains you align with your values? If the answer is no, then why are you doing it? Every decision, no matter how small, is either moving you toward your best self or away from it. When you commit to intentional action, life stops feeling chaotic and your path becomes clear. Let go of the noise. The path is always clearer when you focus on what truly matters. 4. I grow stronger daily. Growth is not always visible, but that doesn't mean it isn't happening. Think about a tree. You don't see it growing day by day, but over the years its branches stretch higher, its roots deepen, and its strength increases. Your personal growth works the same way. There will be days when you feel stuck, when it seems like no matter how much effort you put in, nothing is changing. But even in those moments of frustration, you are evolving. Struggle itself is progress. Every obstacle you push through, every failure you learn from, every challenge you endure is shaping you into someone stronger, wiser, and more resilient. The Stoics embraced this philosophy deeply. They saw life as a continuous process of refinement. Each hardship was an opportunity to sharpen the mind and fortify the soul. You are not meant to stay the same. You are meant to grow, adapt, and become the best version of yourself over time. A simple Stoic exercise for growth. If you ever doubt your progress, try this one simple practice. Each night, write down one thing you learned from the day's challenges. Did you face a difficult conversation? What did it teach you about patience or communication? Did you fail at something? What lesson can you take from it? Did you push yourself beyond your comfort zone? What strength did you discover in yourself? Over time, this record will become a testament to your progress. On days when you feel like you're not moving forward, you'll have proof of how far you've come. Remember, growth is not about massive leaps, it's about small, consistent steps. Even when you don't see it, even when you don't feel it, you are getting stronger every single day. 5. I commit to excellence. Excellence is not about perfection. It is about consistency. Many people believe that success is reserved for those with exceptional talent or luck. But the Stoics understood that true excellence is not a rare gift. It is a habit. It is built through small, deliberate actions performed consistently over time. Excellence is not about waiting for the right moment or feeling inspired. It is about making a conscious choice every single day to give your best effort, regardless of circumstances. You do not have control over every outcome, but you do have control over your effort, your mindset, and your actions. The Stoics taught that external events are unpredictable, but our response to them is always within our grasp. If you commit to being excellent in the small things over time, this mindset will shape your character and define your life. Some days you will not feel motivated. Some days you will want to take shortcuts. But excellence is not a feeling. It is a habit. It is about consistently striving to do your best, even when no one is keeping score. To ensure you are living up to your own potential, try this one practice. Create a non-negotiable list of small daily actions that reflect your values. This could include reading for 10 minutes every day, exercising for at least 30 minutes, speaking to yourself with kindness, avoiding distractions that waste your time, or taking ownership of your mistakes. These non-negotiables are your foundation. They ensure that no matter what chaos life throws at you, you are always moving forward, always staying aligned with the person you want to become. Excellence is not about seeking praise or achieving perfection. It is about committing to your values even when no one is watching. The world may not always reward effort immediately, but over time, the difference between mediocrity and greatness comes down to one thing: who shows up consistently. 6. Excuses do not define me. Excuses are the barriers between you and your potential. Each time you justify an action, you reinforce limits that keep you stagnant. The Stoics believed in radical accountability. If something is within your power, excuses are irrelevant. We often blame time, circumstances, or resources for our lack of progress. I'm too busy. I'm too tired. I'll start tomorrow. These statements feel safe but only keep us trapped. The more we justify why we can't, the further we move from why we can. When you catch yourself making an excuse, stop and reframe it as a challenge. Instead of saying, "I don't have time," ask, "How can I make time?" Swap, "I don't have resources" for, "How can I work with what I have?" This shift moves you from limitation to possibility. Excuses offer comfort but no growth. Owning your actions puts you back in control. The moment you stop making excuses, you start making progress. 7. I am designed for greatness. You are not here to just exist. You are here to contribute, create, and elevate. Too often, people move through life feeling like they are simply part of the crowd, blending in rather than standing out. But the truth is, every person has something unique to offer. A potential that, when nurtured, can lead to extraordinary things. The Stoics believed that greatness is not something you acquire through external achievements. It is something you cultivate from within. It is a mindset, a way of carrying yourself with purpose, discipline, and an unwavering belief in your own capacity to grow. Greatness is not measured by wealth, fame, or recognition. It is measured by the impact you make, the challenges you overcome, and the person you become along the way. Some of the greatest minds in history were not those who chased success for its own sake, but those who committed themselves to mastery, service, and excellence in their craft. When you start seeing yourself as someone designed for greatness, you approach every situation differently. You stop making excuses, You stop settling for less. You start holding yourself to a higher standard. A powerful perspective shift. Imagine yourself 10 years from now. Picture the life you have built, the skills you have mastered, the mindset you have developed. Now ask yourself, what advice would my future self give me today? Would they tell me to stop doubting myself? Would they push me to take more risks? Would they tell me to stop wasting time on things that do not matter? This perspective helps you realign your actions with your long-term vision and reminds you that the choices you make today are shaping the person you will become. You were not meant to live a life of mediocrity. You were meant for growth, impact, and purpose. When you embrace this truth, every challenge becomes an opportunity, every setback a lesson, and every day a step toward fulfilling your potential. Greatness is not something ahead of you. It is within you, waiting to be claimed. 8 external opinions do not sway me. The opinions of others can either shape you or distract you. The choice is yours. Every day we are surrounded by voices, social media, friends, family, colleagues, each with their own perspective on how we should live, what we should value, and who we should be. It is easy to fall into the trap of seeking approval, of shaping our actions based on what others think, rather than what truly aligns with who we are. But the Stoics taught that self-worth is cultivated from within, not granted by external validation. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." This is a dangerous paradox. If you live your life based on the expectations of others, you will always be at their mercy, changing your direction, compromising your values, and losing sight of what truly matters to you. But when you anchor your self-worth in your own principles, the noise of external opinions begins to fade. A simple way to apply this is to ask yourself one question before taking criticism to heart. Does this align with my values? If someone's opinion challenges you to grow in a way that aligns with your personal beliefs, consider it. But if it is simply negativity, judgment, or an attempt to pull you away from your path, let it go. Not every opinion deserves your attention. Living by this principle does not mean ignoring all feedback. It means learning to filter what helps you grow from what merely distracts you. Some opinions are constructive, pushing you toward improvement. Others are simply noise, meant to pull you away from your path. Recognizing the difference allows you to stay focused, confident, and true to yourself. The moment you stop seeking approval from others and start trusting yourself, you gain something far more valuable than validation. You gain freedom. Freedom to think independently, to act with confidence, and to live according to your own values. And in the end, that is the only approval that truly matters. 9. I embrace the present. We often dwell on yesterday's mistakes or tomorrow's uncertainties, missing the power of the present moment. How many times have you replayed an old regret in your mind, wishing you had acted differently? How often do you find yourself worrying about the future, imagining scenarios that may never happen? It is human nature to get caught up in the past and the future, but in doing so, we overlook the one thing we actually have control over: this moment, right now. The Stoics taught that the present is all that truly exists. The past is beyond our reach, unable to be changed, and the future is uncertain, shaped only by the choices we make today. Epictetus put it simply, "Do not seek to have events happen as you want them to, but instead, want them to happen as they do." This is not about being passive. but about understanding that peace comes from fully engaging in what is happening now, rather than resisting it. When you learn to embrace the present, you free yourself from unnecessary suffering. You stop carrying the weight of things you cannot change and start focusing on what you can influence. Every interaction becomes more meaningful, every challenge more manageable, and every moment more valuable. A practical way to stay present, a powerful way to bring yourself back to the present is through the 5 senses exercise. The next time your mind drifts into worry or regret, pause and ground yourself by identifying one thing you can see: the sky, a plant, the details of your surroundings. One thing you can hear: birds, music, the hum of conversation. One thing you can touch: the texture of your clothes, the warmth of your hands. One thing you can smell: coffee, fresh air, a familiar scent. One thing you can taste: a sip of water, a bite of food, the freshness of the air. This simple practice anchors you to what is real, bringing your focus back to the moment, instead of getting lost in thoughts of the past or future. Embracing the present is not about ignoring responsibilities or failing to plan ahead. It is about fully experiencing life as it happens. When you learn to do this, you will find clarity, peace, and a deeper appreciation for even the simplest moments. Because at the end of the day, life does not exist in the past or the future. It happens right now. These 9 principles are not just phrases to recite. They are daily tools for transformation. The wisdom of the Stoics is not meant to be admired from a distance. It is meant to be lived. When you apply these principles consistently, they will reshape the way you think, act, and respond to life. Over time, you will build unshakable confidence, clarity, and resilience, the qualities that allow you to thrive in any situation. Every day you have a choice. You can either let life happen to you, or you can take control, embracing each moment. With purpose and intention, you are more capable than you think. You have the power to shape your reality. The path forward is yours to define. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these 9 principles will you focus on today? Drop a comment below and share your thoughts. If you found value in this video, do not stop here. Watch the next one on mastering discipline and inner peace, 2 essential pillars of a strong and focused mind. Remember, every day is a new opportunity. Choose to make it count.